The UFC just signed a $7.7 billion 7-year deal with Paramount Plus to be the new exclusive streaming home of the UFC. They have promised 43 events per year, 13 of those being those, marquee pay-per-views, 30 of those being fight nights. This is huge news. This is a big deal, and it's amazing. No more ESPN Plus. We are free from the shackles of ESPN Plus. Our pockets are going to be filled with a lot more money and not taken away of a lot more money. That's a phrase. But it's going to be great. Um, Paramount Plus and Mark Shapiro and Ari Emanuel, heads of TKO Sports, who shareholders who own the UFC and WWE, have said this morning that all you have to do is buy the subscription price of $8 or $13 ad free. Just with your basic Paramount Plus, you get Paramount Plus and UFC is just on it, and you get all the shows and everything like that. It's amazing. It's the best deal ever. It's gonna be great. We're going from $90 a month to $13 a month. It's amazing. And so this is really exciting. I didn't see this coming. I should have made a video after the Skydance merger saying, hey, wait a minute. Skydance guy is with Dana White and Trump at the UFC events. That's probably something of importance to know. But, I guess I wasn't smart enough to figure that out. But yeah, it's going to be really exciting. And I'm just going to go over all my thoughts and opinions and how that came about. But first, I would just say I'm not dead. My surgery went fine. I just got cleared to go back to the gym, so I thought I would take out all my equipment, do all that shit. The doctor told me I could. Thank you to everyone who said, oh, Jake, we're glad you didn't die, because I wasn't dead. And hey, RDR won that fight that weekend, but I haven't made videos on any other fights. And I'm gonna make a Hamzat Shemaev, Dracus Duplessis card video later this week. But I want to talk about this because this is the news today. I know this video's coming out late at night, but who cares? So this is huge, man. And this is great for the UFC, the fans, and everything. 7 years is a long time. And $7.7 billion might seem kind of low right now. And honestly, it kind of does to me a little bit. But I wonder, let's see how the numbers show out. I think Paramount is putting out a lot of money right now, especially after the Skydance merger, for, all these things. They just bought South Park for 5 years for 1.2 billion. I mean, it's a big deal. And we're seeing Paramount just become this tank of a streaming service who's just buying everything, and good for them. They're really competing heavy with Netflix. Netflix I feel like will always be king because they were first, but Paramount is really being this crazy force in the game right now. And all CBS really has is NFL and half of NFL, not even. And then now they have UFC, and they're the only people with UFC. Interesting factoid though is that there's been no mention of the Contender Series or the Ultimate Fighter throughout all this whole entire day. Are those going somewhere else? They could be. They would be mentioned, honestly, if they were there. So maybe they're going somewhere else, but maybe they just haven't worked out that deal yet. So who knows? But this is all a really cool thing. And so now I have to ask a few questions. Let's talk about fighter pay for a minute. How are fighters going to be paid since it's not pay-per-view points anymore? I don't know. Um, I would assume they just get a portion of new subscriptions or just subscriptions of viewership. Maybe it's based off of viewership and all that, subscriptions and what they paid or whatever. But maybe $1.50, 50 cents. But we'll figure that out. I think a really big part of the UFC is its production team. Or really, rather, the production team has a big play in the UFC and how it's presented. And I don't think ESPN Plus did it justice. I found their productions to be very tacky and very boring. I didn't think they represented the grit and the grind and the violence of the sport, in all honesty. I feel like they represented this kind of, it's a trend. Like they treated it like more of like a social trend instead of a sport with a decorated history. I know it's not that long of a history compared to other, things like NBA, NFL, but it's still 30 years. Mixed martial arts as a whole is a big history, and so is the UFC. And so, I felt like ESPN did not do good justice. I feel like ESPN knew the service was shit. They always known the service was shit, and they didn't care because there was the only place to watch UFC, and people were going to fork up money, including myself, because I just didn't want to deal with the lack of streams because I'm weird. Um, and so it's over. And you know what? I wonder if the ESPN tried to intercept the deal and try to offer. My guess, in all honesty, is I don't think ESPN wanted to get rid of the pay-per-view model. I think ESPN gets a lot of money from the pay-per-view model, a lot more, and that's the only, and they would only do it if they had that much money to, gain from it. This Paramount deal, I think it's gonna work really well for Paramount. I think Paramount fleeced the shit out of the UFC, if I'm being honest. We'll see how the numbers are with the subscriptions because it's so much cheaper than it used to be. But with the rise of illegal streaming like crazy, I really think so many people will just buy the paper Paramount. I think a lot of people will quit illegally streaming it and pirating it for the sake of Paramount and just buy Paramount Plus. Because let's be honest here, no one really likes illegally streaming it. They just don't like paying $80. Not, and I think everyone's willing to pay 13 8 bucks for it. And we're gonna see how that works out. Um, I wonder what the first card's gonna be, man. I wonder how it's gonna work. I mean, are we gonna have the December card and then just like that we're going straight to Paramount promotion? Like, is Paramount gonna release anything? You know, any promo for that January card in December? I mean, we'll figure that out. I wonder who's gonna be on the card. My guess, they're probably gonna push Ilya. They're probably gonna tell Ilya to wait, and they'd be like, Ilya, chill the fuck out, bro. Like, you cool and all, but like we're gonna save you for January. And you know what? They're probably gonna tell Armin Surgey, and listen, you're gonna fight right now, or you're not gonna fight for a long time. Because there's no way they're gonna put Armin Surgey on this card. They fucking will never. They'll never let Armin Surgey do anything important again until he proves himself after the injury that ruined me and a friend Rivers' time on the at 311. If you guys remember that video. But this is really big, crazy news. I'm very tired right now. It's 11 o'clock at night. I've had a long day. And, I think this is great. I can't wait. January 2026. 2026 is shaping out to be a good year. We got this, GTA, Spider-Man shit, and Marvel. That's cool. A lot of cool stuff going on in 2026. There's a lot of cool stuff going on every year.
How was the Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four movie was pretty good. I liked it. I thought it was alright. Could have been better, but they just cut a lot of things out, which I thought was like okay.
Yeah, they cut that one fight with the goo, whatever.
No, they cut the fight out with Red Ghost.
Who's that?
Yeah, okay, you're not a nerd like me. I'm kidding. It's the guy who controls apes.
Oh,
John Malkovich. John Malkovich literally recorded the scenes for him, and they just cut it.
they showed the main Fantastic Four guy kicking the big ape.
Yeah, and like a weird cartoon thing. But that's what they're. I don't know. I think the runtime maybe because like 2:10.
Oh,
Without it. But anyway, it's completely separate. But yeah, I think that's really it for today's video. It's not gonna be that long of a video. I'm gonna try to extend it to 8 minutes. Let me talk about my surgery for a minute. So they cut me
did you
open.
mention that you're
Yeah.
top 100 and
Shh. I'm a pro gamer. I'm kidding. I'm
yeah, he's
not.
putting it on his resume. JK is top 100 in a game, and yeah,
But
let's just say he's got.
He's also
they can't hear you, by the way.
ambidextrous with chopsticks.
I am ambidextrous with chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
I know how to use.
Not with forks.
No,
No.
I could do forks. I could do chopsticks. I
Somebody
could do
get a
forks.
fork out here.
Get some eggs right now. I'll do it. But anyways, let's talk about my surgery for a minute. Let me talk about my surgery for a minute. You're not letting me talk.
Okay.
Whose show is this? Is it Jake Show MMA or the guy sitting in the chair next to me MMA?
I thought it was the guy.
No. So they cut me open. They put a plastic mesh inside of me, and they sewed me up, and I couldn't get out of bed by myself for a week, or pee by myself. And then like 6 days later, I just started walking again, and I started getting in chairs by myself. And then I just waited for the doctor's appointment and told me, yeah, you go back to the gym. So I went today, and it was really cool. But I really appreciate everyone saying nice things. It was really nice to be sitting in my bed. I was on oxycodone throughout the whole entire week, and I was saying like crazy shit. And the person behind the camera right now should be very careful they don't bump into the camera trying to go pee. But
I am being careful.
you're not. You can't say that word on YouTube. I'm kidding. You totally can. I say it all the time.
They can't hear me.
Yeah. But anyways, I think it's great. You know what? I'm gonna say let River close it out. You get on camera if you want to.
What do I say?
Say like goodbye, subscribe, thank you for watching.
All right, well, it's been a blast, guys. It's been a blast.
Don't be impressed.
I don't know. Do I want my face attached to the
Your
Jake show?
face attached has been 5 episodes of the Jake Show already. Yeah, what are you kidding me? I'm not taking those videos down. I don't care how fat I was in
I'm
those
moving
videos.
aside. I'm moving aside. All right, all right. Well, it's been a blast.
Get a little more.
Well, we only talked about one thing
What's
about the UFC. We don't know any more cards.
We'll talk about that. I'm talking. You won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be talking about the card tomorrow. Who do you have early predictions? Get in the camera. Get in the frame, please.
Well, tell me who's fighting, and I'll.
DP versus Hamza.
Diddy P?
Yeah.
I would vote for Diddy P.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really say my answer yet because no one's gonna watch the video tomorrow. I'm at the ponder on my answer. I don't know yet. In all honesty, I kind of know, but I don't want to say it because it's not the right video for it. But no, I really appreciate everyone watching my video. It's really cool. Paramount's kind of close to me ish. You know, same city. So maybe I'll get a producing job there one day and then I can quit YouTube. And yeah.
Well,
Goodbye.
that all that means is the Jake Show's coming back with like Paramount level
Yeah.
production.
No, I want to be behind the camera. I'm done. I can't be I'm not a personality, you guys. I'll be honest. I'm just a guy.
Sure.
I'm just a guy, man. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone for, liking, subscribing all the time. It's really cool and really nice of you guys. Thank you very much.
See ya.
Jake Show out.
Jake Show.